Welcome to franchise mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement of the NFL Red Zone channel and mash it into Madden. All the key moments of the game, right at your fingertips. Jump into the key 2-minute drives at the end of the half or when your team makes it into the red zone. It's dynamic, it's brand new, and it's the fastest way to play Madden. Now that you have more control of the action on the field, we've added meaningful ways to game plan against your opponent. Carefully selected from your opponent's play call tendencies, install an offensive and defensive game plan that will help you shut down even the strongest of foes. Exploit Sherman's vaunted cover 3. Take out Rodgers' deep passing game or swagger with your own run game.
I'm left without a clue. She sees it all in black and white, all blue. She's got a red.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
She's got a red heart. She's up against No, she never will admit that what she wants she never get. She never knows when to quit. I stole it up the skies. The heart is where fire lies. Can see it in her painted eyes. She's got a
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
She's got a red heart.
Your season starts now.
She's up against it She don't seem to understand what she wants to do. Light a fire, hit and run.
Your season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk.
She wants to overthrow our love.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
And we will
An offensive and defensive game plan has been. Each week you can focus train 3 players. Once you have made your game plan and focus play.
staff has gone in. We've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey, we got to execute to win.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll cut it to the left. Jay Ajayi's going to go. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Now it's Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it. And it brings up second down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jelani Jenkins in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got him in. Complete. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his team...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. So Ajayi picking up some yardage, and last year only 187 yards as a rookie.
Well, Lamar Miller's gone to Houston. That opens up more possibilities for him. I think we'll see the full range of his game, running and catching this season.
It's caught. Stills right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1st and goal here from the 9. They run with Ajayi. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Deion Sims from a yard out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And back onto the field, here comes the Dolphins defense. They forced a big swing. They had the safety last time that led to a touchdown. They've got a lot to build on.
That's a pretty good sequence, too, isn't it? Defensively, force a safety. Then you got to give up. They've got to free kick it, right? And the offense takes that momentum and runs downfield and scores another one for you. Love what they're doing right now on the defensive side of the ball.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big play.